Live from the Albuquerque Duke store. Van was in the principal's office in segment 1. Van, you made some poor decisions.
It's good to be here, baby.
I mean, why were you in the principal's office?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I mean, I had a super important training. It's basically like a 45-minute sit down with the whole station, telling them that we're the best.
I skipped it.
And we're the example for the class.
Well,
and what they're doing on that program, 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 6, and Esports Animal, that's what you mimic. That's what you parrot. That's what you want to do with your lives. And I just sat back and nodded my head, and I was like, I got nothing to contribute. You're right, guys. That's where I was.
That doesn't track at all.
In my head, that's what happened.
Okay.
Are
you suspended? That's the question.
No, we're good. I think.
The Indiana Fever debuted their new court today because they have a brand new team. I'm into gray courts. It looks cool. I'm excited about Caitlin Clark. This, I guess, is going to be the biggest debut in the history of anything ever. Is that correct?
I mean, that sounds correct to me.
Yeah.
However, in your entire life, except for like the first season of the WNBA, have people been talking about the WNBA?
Oh, God.
The answer is 0.
Yeah, I don't know if I have ever had a level of excitement for it, like at all. And I want to, you know what I mean? The product has just never been good, Steve. How much WNBA have you ever watched?
How many seasons have they been on?
I believe their first one was 96.
Probably never.
Okay.
You
went on a fact-finding mission for 0 information.
When I hit the guide on the TV, and I go through there and I see it listed. I haven't watched a game.
What network is it on?
The WNBA network?
Yeah, I do. I'm being serious.
I don't know. ESPN, I think, has been showing
a Lifetime. A Hallmark channel.
It's a bit on ESPN.
HGTV.
ESPN Plus.
I'm doing my Harrison Butker impression right now.
Oh, network?
I had a couple cousins that were coming out of college at the time when the NBA was starting. And
the WNBA. You can't even say it.
WNBA. And they did not pick them up. So I didn't watch.
Your cousins were ladies?
Yes.
Okay. The Fever were 13-27 last year, which it probably explains why they had the first draft pick.
Smart move.
And you tank for it, right?
Of course.
They also had the Rookie of the Year, this gal, Aaliyah Boston.
That's a cool name.
Yeah,
not going to lie. That's a cool name.
I feel like training camp and preseason was 1 week. Am I confused on that?
Yeah, totally. Which it should be.
I think they won more games in the preseason this year than they did last year.
They had 13 wins last year.
Oh. Half the number.
There was only 2 preseason games.
6-0. Oh.
Winning percentage, though, crushed it. Yeah. They probably had more attendance in their preseason games than they had all last season.
Yeah.
That's a number I'll stand by. Sure. I'll make that up out of thin air.
They probably had
sounds correct.
Well, so this game, and they're playing Connecticut. The game's in Connecticut. This game's sold out.
Hey, good for Connecticut. All right.
Why?
You got a WNBA team. That's awesome. What else you got going on?
Is that gym that they're playing in Connecticut?
I don't have the answer to that question.
That would be cool to find out.
Every stadium, every court that Caitlin Clark plays on, they upgrade it to a bigger stadium, a bigger arena.
That can't be true.
Yes. Their cities who host Caitlin Clark are booking larger venues to accommodate more tickets.
It's the Mohegan Sun Arena. I mean, that's like 10,000 people.
Oh, that's good. It's not as big as UConn's gym, is it?
Oh, you said gym. Oh, good.
I mean, the Mohegan Sun is like a big deal, right? It's not. I mean, 10,000 people. That's more.
She's going to be setting records every week.
I think they've already sold out all the games where she's playing at home and away.
That is correct. And the overwhelming majority of places booked larger venues. If they had the opportunity, when Caitlin Clark's in town, they put their games in larger venues.
So they've already made her salary 10 times over.
Well, that's pretty easy to do. They're barely
Which
paying
is ridiculous.
at all.
Yeah.
She got, what'd she get, a 30 milli?
For the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's getting paid like a middle school teacher.
I think Harrison Buckner's appealing that contract.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't like that.
Yeah.
He said, "I use shoes more than
Yeah.
because women don't need them." He said. He said, "Stay barefoot in the kitchen."
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about pickleball?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
What was her shoe deal for? Kitchen slippers? Direct quote from Harrison Butker.
I don't know if that is, but it's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Does this draft class change the WNBA forever?
Does the play on the court match the hype? Is Caitlin Clark her?
No.
You don't think she's the one? You don't think she's like immediately MJ of the league?
I think she's immediately Ronda Rousey of the league. I think
she's gonna fight people.
Yeah, well, but
That's
like
awesome.
with points. She's
With courage and teamwork.
She's trying really hard to be the best at a thing that no one else, fan,
I'm into it.
is trying to be the best at.
I'm into it. We're gonna be live streaming the game.
Who is we?
How? Where's the game?
It's in Connecticut.
the Mohegan
No, how do we watch?
Star Center.
No, but no, seriously. How do we watch?
That's like a casino thing.
It's going to be on ESPN, right?
I don't know. I want.
It's on ESPN2, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. It's live streaming on Disney Plus. That's bonkers. Good thing I just finished the Bad Batch, and I don't have anything to watch later.
ESPN2 that's where they used to do downhill rollerblading. It's on the same channel that had skeleton on concrete roads. Is it called the luge?
Street luge.
Street luge.
Yeah, street luge.
From the X Games, Steve.
Which game is Diana Taurasi? Where is she playing her opener?
The Phoenix Sun Mercury are.
Is that a fact?
I don't know, but
they're not showing their game live.
The confidence I had
Isn't
when
she retired?
No.
No.
She's still playing?
She's waiting for Caitlin.
Ooh.
Waiting for Caitlin?
Yo.
All right, so the Liberty and the Mystics, if she's on one of those teams, they play at 5.
Oh, so they are playing live.
If she's on one of those teams.
Now, if she's on the Fever or the Sun, they play at 5:30, and then the night ends with the Lynx and the Storm. So if she's on one of those teams, that's at 8 o'clock.
She is, in fact, on the Phoenix Mercury.
That's what I said.
Yo, she is 42 years old. 41, excuse me.
So she's playing, the Mercury are playing today at 8 o'clock against the Aces of Las Vegas, which is why the Oakland Athletics can't change their names to that.
You just buy them out.
I have $10.
You're starting off too high.
I used to do that.
You work with a lower number, then negotiate up.
Would you rather, this is a real question, would you rather go to a WNBA game, Van, or I give you $10?
Okay, is it a Caitlin Clark game?
It is not a Caitlin Clark game.
I'll do it for $5.
But if it's a Caitlin Clark game,
I'm in. Count me in.
I'm in too.
The energy's got to be fantastic.
I love spectacles. Not like the ones Ben Franklin had.
Nope.
You like that one, Steve? That one pop you?
That was hilarious.
You're a jerk. Steve.
Yes.
2 tickets to a WNBA game of your choice. Not Caitlin Clark. Or $10 hairs. What would you prefer to have?
Have to go and watch it live. Have to be there
You have to.
The whole time.
at the Mohegan Star Center.
Nope, because that's where Caitlin Clark's playing, and
Oh,
that's not part of the
somewhere
thing.
I would take because I got other stuff going on tonight. Sandia Casino Amphitheater, so I'll take the $10.
Back at the KNML studio. Kayleana, welcome back to the program from yesterday. Now, would you, Kayleana, don't wave talking to your microphone. It's a radio medium. So, Kayleana, would you prefer to go to a WNBA game or have $10?
Well, I've never been, so I guess I'll just go for the experience.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All
That's
right.
good.
See,
That's-
that's a first time thing.
1 out of 4. That's not bad for the WNBA.
I mean, I'm not saying I would never go.
No, if Caitlin Clark was playing, you would go.
I would go to see Caitlin and Diana Taurasi duke it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing
Mhm.
you said duke it out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Diana Taurasi's reality and Caitlin Clark apparently is not. According to Diana Taurasi, she goes, reality is coming for her.
She is reality.
Yes.
Ooh.
Not the coolest nickname you could have gave yourself.
That's what she said. Because she's, there's grown women playing in the league, and reality is coming. That's what she said a couple weeks ago.
Caitlin Clark
know,
is going
I
to
don't-
hoop all over that old lady. She does not stand a chance.
Mm-mm.
She's the top. She's the
Go-
top-rated player ever.
She pours Metamucil into her Gatorade.
Oh my gosh!
You know how you can get a jersey sponsor? Diana Taurasi has AARP. That's what the back of her jersey says.
It does.
No, I have no idea. I've never seen her jersey. I can tell you so little about the WNBA. Here's what I know. This is serious. Rebecca Lobo. She played.
Cheryl Swoops.
I don't even know if she was in the league.
She's in Houston. That's how I know.
Cheryl Miller,
Cheryl Miller could ball.
but she didn't play in the WNBA. She was before that.
She should have played in the NBA like Caitlin Clark. Instead of wasting your draft pick on Bronny James
Lisa Leslie.
teams,
Hold on,
take Caitlin Clark.
Hey, Bronny James won 11 from 11 today in drills.
In drills,
Yeah, at the NBA Combine. He's the best of all time.
Dribbling.
can we pull up the famous Allen Iverson quote right now, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice.
I ain't talking about the game. I'm talking about practice, man. Bronny James is exercising in front of people. That doesn't make you a good basketball
He's
player.
the best at it. He went 11 for 11 from the 3.
Cool.
He's the next Steph Curry.
Okay, was he shooting over Wimby? Oh,
Was
no
that
one was
from-
guarding him?
Was that the WNBA line or the NBA line? 3-point line.
Is there a difference in distance? Because I don't know this.
I don't know. I just figured there would be. I don't.
You know, they actually had a scrimmage today, and Bronny, he got a couple of good mid-range floaters off.
There you
It was some pretty good in-game action.
I don't know what a mid-range floater is.
All right.
But is that like a jump shot?
No, it's
Well, like he
it's
was
on
coming
your,
off a,
It's on your air conditioner.
he was coming off a.
Yeah, the thing that keeps the water
Yeah,
level
the
high.
bob.
Yeah, it's the mid-range floater.
Yeah, keep the temperature
It,
room.
it,
I like
it
that.
regulates the water flow that goes into the cooling pads. It's a mid-range floater.
So
Did he win, Isaiah? Did Bronny James win basketball today?
I'm not sure. I just saw the highlights on ESPN. I didn't see if he actually won or lost the game, but they showed 2 buckets that he got.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good.
2 more than Caitlin Clark, that loser.
No. She'll get more tonight.
Oh, okay.
If she gets 1 free throw point, everyone wins on Prize Picks.
That's so awesome.
That's so sweet.
do you think Bronny likes his nickname? Bronny.
Yes.
Is that his real name?
I believe his real name is LeBron.
His name is LeBron James Jr.
It is.
LJJ.
And he said he didn't want to live in the shadow of his father.
Yeah.
So he changed his name to Bronny. Is going to use his father to be drafted into the NBA because he would not be picked otherwise.
He's the best basketball player in the history of the planet.
His father.
Yeah.
Okay.
He should get a sponsorship by the Bronny paper towel company, wiping the floor with Bronny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be literally wiping the floor at the end of the bench when he's getting 0 minutes in the NBA.
I would take that sponsorship.
You would?
If Freddy's wanted to sponsor me, I would say yes.
The restaurant?
I have the best name of sponsorable names.
Of who?
All of them.
Of all the names?
Fred is very unique, but it's like common.
What about somebody if their name is Buy This? I think they have a leg up on you, Freddie.
The NFL schedule is trickling out. The NBA is in full swing. We'll talk about the playoffs whenever we get back. It's coming on live from the Albuquerque Do Store. Come hang out with your boys. There's a new tank top van.
Stoked.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Welcome back to the program where we never give out the phone number, 505-246-0610. Some of the OGs got it, though. Friend of the show, Lenny, joining us on the Friend of the Show hotline. Kayleana, you got it? Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Lenny, welcome to the
How you
program,
guys
brother.
doing?
Oh, we got you now, Lenny. What's going on, brother?
Not much. So let's go with quick tonight. As much as I'm a Knicks fan, they'll lose tonight, and then they're going to lose the series in
It's
6.
over. Whole thing's over.
Yeah, sorry about him, boy.
Yeah, I mean, too many injuries, and without OG, they just, you can only play so many games of 48 minutes in a row.
Too many injuries. Their coach is bad.
Yeah.
They only got one
I
player.
mean, you have 4 starters on the injured list, and then Denver, they're back in the driver's seat, so they may end up winning in 6.
Yes, 100% again. They're going to play Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they'll play Oklahoma City, but nothing you can do. Minnesota had the chance and couldn't close it out.
Now,
And that's
Lenny,
just lack of playoff. That's just lack of playoff experience.
Lenny, you had the first Wimbiana autograph in the entire country.
One of them, yeah.
Is the same thing true about Caitlin Clark?
No, she has good autographs and stuff. I've got a few already, but not what Wendy is going for. And her rookie card's not going to be worth anywhere close to what the Wemby limited edition rookie cards are worth, or the good Prism ones.
In the memorabilia game, where do you think she's going to end up ranking?
The highest in WNBA history and low end of some top NBA players.
That's super.
That's pretty good. That's like legit really good.
I mean, you got to look at it like this. Her shoe deal is worth a max $32 million. Okay, her WNBA salary is what a postal worker makes with overtime.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
$80,000 a year. No, max is out, I think, at 92 on year 4. So she's not hurting for money, but just put it this way. Every one of their games is going to have more fans in it than the Oakland A's.
By a lot.
Oh, that is some low-hanging fruit right there.
Or some of the other teams, like even the Miami Marlins.
Well, the Isotopes beat 2 MLB teams last year in attendance.
Right, so she's going to lead the league in assists, and she'll probably average 23 a game.
So take the over on the season, because right now she's projected at 20.5.
Yeah, I'll go with the over, and I'll go with her averaging probably 9 assists a game.
When's the last time you got hyped for lady sports?
When who is the ladies' coach here for the Lobos when he came out of Eldorado High School?
Don Flanagan.
Yeah, and you remember how much he was packing the pit?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But I've seen a couple of WNBA games, but now I've actually have my own Caitlin Clark jersey. And I've bought into it. But there are other good players. I mean, you have Asia Wilson.
Yep.
Sabrina Ionesco. You have a bunch of good players.
I think outside of World Cup women's soccer, I don't think I ever. No, women's gymnastics at the Olympics every year. I get pumped for that.
And tonight's game is going to have the same camera angles, which I know, not to be rude to women, I don't know why they have to have a camera above the rim for dunks, but they're going to have all the same camera setup that they do for an NBA game for these games tonight.
Oh. Give them that production value.
Right. And at least it's not ending up on ESPNU or Fox Sports 1.
Which doesn't really exist anymore.
It's on friggin' Disney Plus. That is wild. That is like a monumentous moment.
The NBA is also on Max tonight, which is their equivalent. I mean, when you own Disney and you own ESPN, you do what you want. Just consider how much they're making advertising revenue for the game tonight versus what they're actually paying the league for the TV deal.
It's wild.
I mean, you realize that Ice Cube sold his first city-located team for the Big Three for $10 million, and I don't know if a WNBA team sells for that much yet.
That's a pretty good point. It's going to skyrocket with Caitlin Clark. All eyes are on her. If she's up to the
I'm
hype,
sure you heard this, but she sold more jerseys on the night of the draft than the Dallas Cowboys sold all last season.
Okay, let's not get excited.
No. That's a fact. Fanatics was sold out of it within 2 to 3 hours of them going on sale. And they didn't do a limited run. They were completely out.
Look, in my lifetime, except for the Williams sisters, this is the biggest moment in women's sports.
Yes,
I can confidently say that.
Ice Cube offered her a big $1 million deal to come and play in the Big Three, and the NBA said, "Please don't do that. We're going to work with you in the league."
That's a really good point.
100%. Yeah, he got a briefcase under the table not to do that.
Yeah. So there would have been a lot of money flowing her way. But either way, for all of those games to move to bigger arenas, I mean, could you ever imagine that WNBA game being sold out at the Crypto Arena in LA?
No.
Bonkers.
So tonight's competition for the NFL draft will actually be her basketball game.
I mean, get it. Lenny, good call.
Otherwise, the NFL draft would have been the number one show for sports tonight.
We're at the break, Lenny, so we got to go, but good call, brother.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep. I like him.
Yeah, that was good.
Hot takes. I think Caitlin Clark tonight will beat the NFL draft. I think every female, not only sports fan, will attempt to tune in. This is a bigger moment than we're giving it credit for right now.
Why do you feel that way?
The hype of the way the season ended, the women's NCAA tournament, setting records. Like, was it 15 million people watched the quarterfinals, semifinal, and finals with her in it? That's more than the NBA Finals. That's more than the World Series. That's more than everything except for the NFL. She's doing that. And I think her debut tonight is going to be gigantic.
I will watch.
I'm going to watch.
Steve?
I got other things.
Steve's going to be rocking out tonight.
What's up, Steve? You got something going on?
Also, you're
Going
late.
to a
I thought you had to
concert.
leave.
I know, I got to go.
Yeah.
Steve Palmisano, owner of the Albuquerque Duke store. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thanks for being here.
Where are you going?
As always.
Are you going so far away?
Yeah. Getting hungry like a wolf.
Tuning on live from the Albuquerque Duke store. Come down and see your boys. 10% off your purchase, and if you buy the tank, Van will take a pic with you because he's weird.
Yeah,
it's Tuning on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
No.
Hot to death. You can see me flex for now. I'm no stranger. I make it hot to death.
Big comeback win last night for the Oklahoma City Thunder as their triumphant over the Dallas Mavericks. It was the fourth quarter comebacky, boy. I think it's over for Dallas, brother.
You think? Man.
They're just not any good at the end of games. They scored 15 in the third, and then they were chasing 9 in the fourth, and obviously it's a 4-point win for OKC.
I didn't think the Mavericks would play this well in the first place. Having it tied up 2-2 after 4, thought maybe they could squeeze one game out. Thunder in 5 is kind of what I thought of this series. Luka, I mean, he's like a dude. He's like a real dude. Kyrie, he's overrated. He can ball, but he's not a playoff team player.
Right.
So good for them just winning 2 games.
Luka and Kyrie with 1 point in the last 7 minutes. Not ideal.
No. Chet Holmgren, long. He's long. He's hard to shoot over. He just raises his hands in the air. You're like, okay, pass, I guess.
He missed the only free throw that Oklahoma City missed last night. They were like 19 of 20 from the line. He missed the only one.
You would think he could just like lean over and set it into the basket.
They were 23 of 24. He missed the only one. There you go. When we get back from the break, continue down the NBA playoff path. Also, Sean Merriman joins us at 5:15. Gus Sushan at 6. And of course, the NFL schedule starts to leak. The official NFL schedule release is some sort of primetime thing tomorrow night, which seems like a complete waste of time. And lastly, Kayleana's band is playing on Thursday night over at Juno. We'll talk about that too.
What?
Zooming on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mike's hot.
And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo. This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's a pretty banging little song.
I don't dislike it.
No, this part's good. Put this in the anthem.
What is like a Fat Boy Slim impressionist? Is that what they're doing here?
You better praise me like I should.
What is this, Moby? What do we have, a Moby sighting? Is Moby back?
Here we are now going to the south side.
Featuring Gwen Stefani.
That's the only Moby song I know.
Yeah, I think it's the only one I could conjure out of thin air for sure.
If I had to.
More and more of my friends are looking like Moby all the time.
Kayleana, you play in a band? Take your time.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yes, I
okay.
do.
Is it like Moby
Yeah, is it?
or Fat Boy Slim?
No.
What is it most like as far as music goes?
Okay, I would say it's folk rock. I'm a
rock.
powerhouse vocal, friends.
What does that mean?
It means like people compare me to Florence and the Machine. Like I
Florence?
sing really loud.
Which one?
Yeah.
Florence or the Machine?
Italy?
Florence. Oh my gosh. If
Oh.
I was being compared to Italy, that would be I wouldn't know how to handle that, but I would say it's a compliment.
Is Florence in Italy or am I confused?
Yeah.
It is.
Florence, Italy.
Still is.
Okay, got it. And the machine is Albert Pujols.
It's true.
So you said Americana folk. Is that what you said? What'd you say?
I said folk rock, but I think Americana is not wrong.
Is that like the Avett brothers?
But ladies.
No, I don't know. I was gonna say sure, but I don't want to. I don't know.
Is that
I've
like
gotten-
is it like Bob Dylan?
Like Neil Young's
Well,
early
yeah,
Oh,
stuff.
I guess
Simon
maybe
and
Bob Dylan.
Garfunkel.
Oh, that would be cool.
Harvest Moon.
The Birds.
I've been compared to Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
Whoa, me too.
Okay.
There you go. So when you said Bob, I was like, okay, in the ballpark there,
That's a good one.
but like with some hard drums sometimes.
Now we want.
Okay.
All right, so Van and I want to come and see Kayleana, the new producer of the program, sometimes. So we want to come and see your band play. Where do we do that?
Oh my gosh. So Juno Brewery this Thursday, doors open at 7. Like it's downtown, like
Now-
nearby.
That's right down the street from me.
Now,
Yeah.
I
Van,
like Juno.
We've been there before. It is
Yeah.
good.
Sure.
Not a partner of the program, just it's
No.
a good
Yeah,
spot.
nice
yeah,
little spot.
this is my first time performing there. I'm gonna learn for the first time what that
Ooh.
spot is like.
It's good. Well, and Van and I will come. So
First time performing?
ever.
Like
No.
ever? Oh,
No,
there.
no, just there.
Okay.
Yes, I have misspoken that before, and some people I have impressed just the hats off with some people who thought it was like my first time performing, and I was
Right.
like, sure, my bad.
Note to self: don't wear a hat.
Yeah, note to self: lie about number of performances. Okay, so all right, so your band. What's the name of your band, Kayleana?
I wish I had a creative name, but it's literally.
Whoa,
just me.
that's a good name.
Yeah,
I wish I had a creative name.
yeah.
It's a good placeholder.
Creative.
Thank you.
name,
Okay,
Lena.
I'll write it down. It's still from my brain. No, so it's just my name. I just Kayleana Scone. Like
So
I don't know.
It's
I
a
wish it was
solo
cooler.
thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's my original music, and then
What?
I asked my friends to come play for me.
And they play with you?
Yeah.
So there's no request. So Van and I cannot expect to hear "The Chain," the greatest rock and roll song of all time by
I mean,
Fleetwood Mac.
I mean, they would try and probably succeed. I do love The Chain, but to be honest, I only know "Never Break the Chain." Like
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
sing
Oh,
anything
that's a
else.
good part.
You know this part. Listen to the wind blow.
Okay, I know that part. And then I don't know
Watch
after
the
that.
sunrise.
See, I didn't know.
Running in the shadows.
You ever thought about doing like a mashup, like
Damn your love, damn your lies.
Fleetwood Mac Miller, like something like that?
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done any mashups yet.
The
And if-
crossover no one asked for.
You don't love me now.
You will never love
There
me
it is.
again. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that a different song?
random bits that I know.
I can still hear you saying, Van,
Mhm.
you would never break
Break
the chain.
chain.
Never break the... It's the greatest rock and roll song of all time.
Okay, well then why doesn't Kayleana know it?
Yeah, Kayleana, why do you
Yeah.
know every word?
I know the melody. I didn't say I didn't know it. I just know random parts of it. It's like I know it at a level of like I jam out to it in my car and I just like
Yeah.
passively sing lyrics.
I think, like, not to be that
Yeah,
guy.
I know parts of the Macarena. What does that say about your theory?
The Macarena walks you through it. What more do you need?
Mhm.
I think The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, which is the greatest rock and roll song of all time, I think, and this might be wrong, it's just the exact same lyrics, but 3 times.
Yeah, I actually think you might be right.
I don't think there's very much to it.
I think that what I think I don't know is just literally me overthinking it. I think it's that simple of a song.
If you need accompaniment, like the part where they go, never break never break.
Yeah,
I feel like I
just
could help with
scream it.
that.
Yeah, just get on stage. We have extra mics. It's fine.
I don't think it's a good indictment on your theory that it's the greatest song of all time.
Running
If
in the
musician
shadows.
Kayleana says, yeah, it's simple like that.
No, simple is good. Simple is good. Simple can be really impactful. Okay. If we're gonna get into it.
When Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks start that thing off, you're like, oh, I'm about to get rocked out.
Mhm.
And as far as like strong, like female vocalist, it's hard because they're not good at it.
Hmm.
So Fleetwood Mac,
There's only so many Caitlin Clarks
That's
of
what-
singing.
correct.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks,
Okay.
and then the list gets real short.
Mm-hmm.
Alanis Morissette.
Hey man, I'm gonna make your list on Thursday. Guaranteed.
Yeah, let's go.
Today's I-9 varsity, the I-9 varsity of female vocalist, fan.
I'm in.
Okay, so today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of female vocalist. There we go. All right, I got a good list here. That's going to be a good one.
Your personal zebra, Jeff, says Freebird.
By who? That's not Fleetwood Mac.
No, that's correct. What does he win, studio audience?
So he's talking about whenever Man High used to play at Duke City Championship Wrestling.
I'm familiar.
And we removed Man High from playing at Duke City Championship Wrestling because they never played Freebird.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
In their defense,
Yeah.
and it's probably listening right now. Hello.
Yes.
They did do one show and called every song Freebird,
That was sweet.
which is funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's very clever.
All right, well, there you go. So you can catch Kayleana and the All-Stars tomorrow night at
Kayleana and the All Stars.
Kayleana and the All-Stars Thursday night at Juno. And first note is 7:00. Is that correct?
Starring Michael Cera.
Door opens at 7, but you want to get there at 7.
Okay, got it.
You have to be there at 7. That's when you get to say hi.
Whoa, you have to be there?
You have to, or I will close the door and I'll
We're
let you
on
in.
air
Just
till
kidding.
7.
Not on Thursday.
Not on Thursday.
No, we got our ice stove space.
I was gonna say, you guys, I will allow 15 minutes.
Well, we
because
go.
you're 15 minutes away. Not even
Ice
like
Toast
walking.
kick us off at 6:15,
And we're at Sadie.
but I still shop it out and pretend we're on air just for the reps. That's what I
Whose
do.
fault is that? Like, don't miss the best
The
part
game.
of the show. Okay, just kidding. I guess you care more about the game.
There you go. Go see Kayleana Thursday night at Juno at 7 p.m. Is there a cover at the door?
Yeah, it's gonna be $10.
Right. So why didn't you mention this earlier?
Whoa.
People
I
get
forgot.
cash.
I'm sorry. Yeah, bring your cash. Well, okay, people, we have like Venmo nowadays. Like, is it really? We're in a card living era.
That's like 37 minutes of work for minimum wage. That's nothing. I'll give you 37 minutes for you give me 37 minutes. That's a hell of a deal.
Now, if people mention the radio show, what kind of discount do they get?
I'm just making this up on the spot.
So none. They get none.
Nothing.
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 Yeah, none.
If you go on Thursday because you heard about it on the show, I'll buy you a beer. How about that?
Oh, same.
Yeah.
You will.
That's better than a discount.
See?
Yeah, Van will buy you a beer to drink with me.
Because Van's not invited, even though he bought the beer.
Yo.
That's harsh, Fred.
Is it because I don't like the song The Chain? Because I think it's overrated.
It's the greatest rock and roll.
Fleetwood Mac.
What are you doing? It's the greatest rock and roll song of all time.
Yeah, is this the hill you want to die on, Van? Just
Yeah, for sure it
Okay,
is.
okay.
Stevie Nicks is overrated. Fleetwood Mac is overrated.
No.
Just because some loser on a skateboard during COVID played the song once. Now you think Fleetwood Mac is good? No, they're not. They're awful. It's overrated. You only think they're good because your mom was high on cocaine all the time, and then she thinks Fleetwood Mac is good. You're both wrong.
This is so specific. Okay.
I'm not talking about Fred's mom. She was not high. Well,
So you think it's Dreams?
Mutual laugh.
It's definitely the Chain. It's the best one.
of theirs? Oh, the bar's so low because they're awful. Fleetwood Mac is one of the most overrated bands of all time.
I'm not arguing.
They're like
that.
the Doors, but with a lady lead singer.
Oh, the Doors suck.
So
dude.
overrated.
I hate the Doors.
I went through a Doors phase when I was younger.
I've been through a
It's
lot.
only because I was on drugs.
I've been through a lot of Doors.
Sober me, listen to the Doors, and you're like, "What's your problem, Van?" Drugged up me, and they're like, "Okay, I get it."
You just like went to listen to it again, like, oh my gosh, this is such a banger, and then you were like, wait a second, what happened?
Oh, I always check if the stuff I like holds up. Like if I go back, I watch The Wire every few years to make sure I'm correct, and I very much am. I go back and listen to all my old favorite bands, and if they suck now, and I just like them because of nostalgia, cross them off the list. You're dead to me.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, if there's no nostalgia factor, because I do feel like nostalgia is a pretty big one. Like I can rewatch stuff based on nostalgia
Oh my god!
and know that if I had watched it for the first time today, I never
No.
would.
You'd have
I
hated
don't-
it.
I don't get
Yeah.
hyped.
We
for
talked
the
about this.
ABCs.
We talked about this on the program last week. Happy Gilmore holds up. Billy Madison sucks. It sucks.
It sucks bad.
Except for the one principal scene, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
How about
Yeah.
this? Kayleana and Garfunkel. That's a good name for a folk band.
I mean, isn't that kind of like derivative? I mean, it's all derivative, but like maybe like a little too derivative.
How about Cayman and Lena Funkel?
Simon,
Yeah, I mean, that's a little more.
Simon
creative.
and Kayleana sucks, but
Aw.
Kayleana and Garfunkel is really good.
Okay, I'll put it in the voting queue.
What Crosby, Stills, and Kayleana
And also Young, I
and
think.
Young.
He's there sometimes.
depending on which album it is.
Where's Nash?
Yeah. Oh, no one said no one ever.
No one knows where Nash is.
No one's.
Was he ever there?
He was always in another studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that, Hall.
Stills, I mean, we know who he is.
Oh.
Young, his short time with him.
Yeah.
Crosby, of course. Where's Nash? Seriously. APV. On Nash.
Thank you. That's what I needed. The NFL schedule, whenever we get back, it's a leaking. Somebody plug it. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. is Sean Merriman with us yet?
Not yet.
All right, I'll put some effort into reaching out. All right, so here's my thing. Oh, programming note. So tomorrow, Van, because you know the PGA Championships this weekend?
I didn't know that. I'm going to be honest.
Are you being serious?
Not a clue.
Are you being serious?
Of the championship of golf?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You idiot.
I'm busy, bro.
So Max Machado will join us on the program tomorrow. He's the owner of Dirty's Golf Shop. Let's just go over there. So we'll go over to Dirty's.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Ask him. Don't just show up unannounced.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Be fine?
So we'll go over there.
Okay.
We'll do a real heavy golf-centric one because I really like that. Because if we don't have an expert, then what are we doing?
You have a golf expert. I'm sitting right here, you jerk.
You didn't even know the PGA Championship was this weekend.
I'm focused on Caitlin Clark first, then I'll move on.
Roy McIlroy's getting divorced.
From the PGA?
No, right before. Hey, so I do think people feel that way about the PGA, where they're like, live golf.
Yeah.
You know, it's not one of the whatevers.
Cool.
Not PGA Championship, not the PGA.
Yeah, I tried a Pepsi before I realized Pepsi sucks. Coca-Cola.
Oh, dude, I
all right?
hate Pepsi.
Take a sip of the Live Tour. It sucks.
You have to pay $10 to watch it.
The Live Tour?
It's like a stream.
I thought you said they're going to pay me to watch it.
Why would they do that?
I like to party.
Sean Merriman, hopefully will be joining us soon. I just text him.
Okay.
A little bit of production.
Speaking of busy guys that like to party,
I don't.
Sean Merriman.
Historically, had some of that in him.
Yeah.
Had that dog in him. Tiger's going to play in this thing. He thinks he can win it, he said. He's not going to win it.
Historically,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you know a lot about Tiger Woods, good at golf.
So I've heard.
Yeah. When he had like his original human body before like it was replaced with like metal and plastic and dead guy's tendons and it got completely remade surgery by surgery, and then all of the horrible life events that happened to him and the car crash and the divorces and the scandals, and like before all that, he was the best to ever do it, Fred. I think he's got a shot.
Wah. No, he doesn't. He's past it. He's older than Diana Taurasi.
What's hold on. I am a year older than Diana Taurasi. Careful.
You're not a professional athlete, idiot.
How dare you?
John Rahm should be your favorite, right?
No, Scheffler's a favorite
No.
for everything.
No.
He's number one in the world. He's the best to do it.
No. This is that Valhalla Golf Club, that one in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
The one that Jack Nicklaus was like, I'm going to make it the hardest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be like dialed in. All right, Scheffler is the odds-on favorite.
Of course he is.
McIlroy, Koepka.
I'm your
and
local golf expert. You're welcome.
Xander Schauffele in the mix as well.
Xander Schauffele?
And then John Rahm.
He's my favorite.
All right, so I'm saying John Rahm's where your money's at, though. Because he's sitting at plus 1,800. He is as good as any of these other cats. And you can really win some dough.
All right, I'm putting $1 down on Tiger Woods.
What is it?
$1 wins you $125. He's plus 12,500.
Put $10.
So $100.
Put $10.
No, just I don't need the money. I'm a self-made thousandaire. I'm fine. Tiger Woods is plus 12,500. So $100 wins you $12,600. You got $100 laying around? He just said he could win it. It's super fun for rooting for Tiger Woods. You want that storyline. Tiger Woods is like the only guy I want to win more than Taylor Gooch for obvious reasons. A lot of Taylor Gooch talk tomorrow on the program.
No one is saying that.
I just said that.
All right, so it's official. We're live from Dirty's Golf Shop tomorrow. Friend of the show, Max Machado, will join us. We're going to talk a little bit of golf. We'll talk a lot of golf.
Good. and obviously NFL and NBA.
Yeah, everything.
And
Oh, the whole
WNBA
thing.
and, you know, the I-9 varsity and the Isham Dental soundbite and our prize picks,
Yeah.
but mostly golf.
Did you get a soundbite over to Kayleana yet?
No, is it my day?
It is.
Oh, dude, I got some on retainer, baby. Let's go. We doing it next?
I mean, we could do it next.
Okay. I got an update to a previous soundbite.
What does that mean?
It's a follow-up on a soundbite. An older soundbite now has a younger brother.
What's the older soundbite?
I can't tell you. It's
You
going to be a
can right
surprise.
now. No, I want to know in this second.
Nope.
Is it a baseball related one?
It's baseball.
Let me guess. It's someone with an accent, right? It's someone from a foreign country.
Nope.
And you don't even care what they're saying.
Nope.
You just have that ASMR thing.
Nope.
Where when you hear people.
Well, I do have that a little bit.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
You have that.
That's not the case today, though.
Baseball is an ASMR sport.
I think golf is the most ASMR sport.
I don't know what ASMR stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Autoerotic.
Nope.
Sexual.
I don't believe that's correct.
Midget wrestling.
Nope. Because wrestling's with the W. I know that.
Okay.
The crack of the bat, like crack, and then the crowd cheering.
Mm-hmm.
That is my favorite thing in sports, sound wise.
Not golf. It's my favorite sounds in sports too. It's my favorite everything in sports, no matter what. But golf, like they're whispering when they're talking to you. That's the most ASMR thing.
I don't like that. Like whenever Jim Nance is like a tradition, unlike any other.
Yeah.
Van Nunley is approaching the tee, and oh no, he spilled it. Van Nunley has spilled the tea. We'll be back after a message from our sponsor, Buick. It's always Buick.
Gooch.
Quiet clapping.
Steps
follows.
up to the ninth grade.
Yeah.
Hands on the shaft. He's going to put his balls right in that hole.
Into play. Have you ever been to spoken word?
I've done spoken word, Fred. We've talked about this before.
Oh, when you were like a kid and an idiot?
Yeah. Yeah. I was definitely insanely younger than I am now.
Were you half your age? Were you 21?
I was like 23, I think.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
You're an idiot at 23.
Yeah, I did a lot of weird stuff.
Kayleana, how old are you?
That's rude. Just kidding. I'm 27.
Yeah, you're still an idiot.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm definitely
no.
on the idiot radar.
We can't support you being a rock star this year.
No, this is the one
gotta
You
wait
have
till
to,
I'm like
you have to get out
whenever,
of this club.
whenever you're 28, we'll give
Yeah.
you our full support.
Come back.
Dude, I
Don't
just
join the
turned
27.
Like,
You got a
you
whole
gotta wait like 360 days.
Yeah, you got a whole year of
Yeah,
us sabotaging your
It's a
success.
whole club that you cannot join.
You can't be part of the 27 club on our watch.
No.
Wow.
That's
I
not
have
what
my
this show
first set of
needs.
haters.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Ooh-wee, ooh, you look just like Buddy Holly.
Everything we said, we take back, friend of the show. Do not go to Juno on Thursday. Do not support this 27-year-old rock
In her
star
journey.
I just
out
I
here in the
guess
streets, wine housing it up.
You know best.
You made me want to go to Juno. I said no.
No. Okay, I know Amy Winehouse. There you go.
Whenever we get back from the break, NFL schedule, we promise. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Duke Store, the sports animal. Andy Lyman from the paper joins us on the program. He just showed up. Andy, how are you?
I just stumbled on in,
We appreciate it.
walked in. I was like, is anybody doing radio here?
It's our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. And what it is, Andy, is Van is continuing a narrative of what I'm going to assume is acute bigotry.
Oh, absolutely no. But this is very sophomoric in nature, and we got a good giggle out of it last time. And here's the follow-up to the last one we had.
The Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
But Brad Hand is no longer here. Pierce Johnson's on the IL, so it's a solo mission for Mastrobuoni tonight, which is kind of fitting, I suppose. And he takes a strike at the knees.
One more time.
But Brad Hand is no longer here. Pierce Johnson's on the IL, so it's a solo mission for Mastrobuoni tonight, which is kind of fitting, I suppose. And he takes a strike at the knees.
You don't get sound bites that good every day. Sound bites that good just don't grow on trees, Fred.
Now, this is obviously the Chicago Cubs.
Braves versus Cubs again. Yeah.
And I don't know who. So who's the broadcaster? This is the Braves broadcaster?
It's the Braves broadcaster. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, they were playing each other, and Mastrobuoni
Yes.
was pinch hitting.
Which sounds like a pasta.
I'm sure if that's what you think it sounds like. He was pinch hitting, and then the Braves were making a pitching change. And that time, they went from Hand to Johnson.
Yes.
And Mastrobuoni was up next. And this time, both Hand and Johnson were on the IL. So Mastrobuoni is going solo on this one.
Andy Lyman, what headline would you write for this?
I'm just stuck on. I thought you said it was cute, not acute. What is that? What you said?
Cute bigotry.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Not cute bigotry, but acute bigotry, right?
It's a little bit of adorable bigotry.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's your Isham Dental soundbite of the day. IshamDentalABQ.com, 505-881-0422. Go to the website, though. That's IshamDentalABQ.com. You get that exclusive offer, which, of course, is free exam and x-rays. As little as 3 visits, Isham Dental can take care of you with your dentures and otherwise repair and replacement. Also, Andy Lyman, if you want fingers that have been in my mouth to be in your mouth, go visit Scott Isham and Isham Dental.
I was just saying that this morning. I wish I could have fingers in my mouth that were in Fred's mouth.
Let me get that DDS in my mouth.
I'm sitting right here.
Man,
I can accommodate.
I mean,
You were having a rough night. I was helping.
I want to hear the rest of that story.
Not on air.
Have a beautiful smile, boys. Have a beautiful smile. Some of the NFL schedule has been released.
Now, hold on. We're not just going to gloss over this soundbite that easily.
Yes, we are.
Mastrobuoni. I'm getting boy named Sue vibes. You know how hard it is to grow up with a name like Mastrobuoni?
Not if you're a really good athlete.
That's why he became a really good athlete. He's to show all those bullies who was the boss. Then obviously beat up your dad later in the story.
Well, look, I mean, I don't want to harsh on anybody's name, but that is an unfortunate last name, I think.
Yes, to say the least.
Listen, it's a tale as old as time.
Thank
boys.
you, Switzerland.
It does sound like a pasta, though.
If you are...
or a pasta dish.
That's what I was saying. It's
like
pasta.
baked.
Did you say dish?
Yeah, a pasta
dish. Okay, good. Now, Andy Lyman of the paper, you have been an editor for how long?
Oh, not quite a year.
Okay. You've been a writer for how long?
Oh, probably.
So if Mastrobuoni
10
was
years.
a pasta, it'd probably be elbow macaroni, just not bent as much.
Yeah, I was thinking like a ziti.
Bent a little.
Like
Just
a
a
ziti.
little bit of a bend.
A
Not
Zia?
a lot.
Pasta?
A ziti, yeah.
Oh.
A ziti type.
Oh, man.
Straight, little ridged.
If Mastrobuoni was in a byline, do you feel like that would distract people from the article?
Maybe that, no one ever pays attention to bylines, so maybe that's a good thing. That's name recognition. Oh yeah, I know your stories. Mastrobuoni.
I feel like I pay attention to bylines.
Only mine, right?
The most recent thing I read from you was
ouch.
Yeah.
Because you didn't write the Mother's Day thing. I read that.
I wrote some of it.
Not you weren't in the byline.
That's right. It was paper staff. I wrote the intro.
Oh.
Let's see. What was the?
Yeah, I can't come up with the last thing I read by you.
I got a bunch of election stuff coming out tomorrow.
How great.
Yeah. It's primary season, folks.
Primary what? Colors?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Either blue or red.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
Those are two primary colors.
Paper comes out digitally every Wednesday. You can get the print copy on Thursdays. It's at 1 million locations around town. I think if I could pick a last name that was challenging, Master Boney is not that bad of one.
Yes, it is.
To say?
We didn't do a soundbite on a Smith today. We did it on a Mastroboni.
My last name is Slow. It actually wasn't bad for me growing up.
Also, is that what it's like when you're at a hockey match and it's in between periods and no one's in the stands and you drive the Zamboni around?
You're the Master Boney driver?
Yeah.
Or no one's around, so you're on the Boney yourself?
Well, we're getting into some interesting territory here.
As far
Just
as
hockey talk. This is what we do on the program.
Well, because
smooth it out.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers are a much better team than the Bruins, and just people aren't talking about that nationally, you know.
Whether they're those two teams? I feel like everyone's talking about the Bruins all the time.
Oh, are they?
I don't know. I'm not a hockey fan.
No one is.
I know what a Bruin is, though.
What is that?
A bear.
I wouldn't have known that. I would not have got that.
You know what a panther is? What about a cougar?
Those three.
Familiar.
Those two things I know.
Quite familiar.
Panthers, I don't even know if actually they are in Carolina. I have no clue.
There is no way there's Panthers in Carolina.
There are Panthers in Florida, I think. Question mark.
No, there's Cougars in Florida.
I think they're all just different types of mountain lions, right?
They're mounting something.
Today's I-9 varsity, whenever we get back, is the I-9 varsity of Lady Vocalist. The I-9 varsity of Lady Vocalist. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. 14 short minutes from Josh Sean joining us on the program. Ice Cubs play baseball tonight against the Space Cowboys, or as some people call them, Van.
Maurice.
Go ahead and fade us out there, Kayleana. Here we go. Today's I-9 varsity. The I-9 varsity of female vocalists. It's League Office 280 at i9sports.com. 505-312-4999. Reach out to I9 Sports, currently taking registration for their basketball clinics. There's just a ton of cool stuff going on. Football, soccer, volleyball. Check it out. Get your kids out. Same day practice, same day play. It is the best value you can get in the course of a day. All right, team.
Okay.
Now, this all started because the greatest rock and roll song of all time is The Chain by Fleetwood Mac.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Hands down, all time.
Best rock song?
Rock and roll song of all time.
I mean, I think that there's some even better Fleetwood Mac songs than The Chain.
Boom.
Not the point of this conversation, as you would be wrong. So we said, well, there aren't that many chicks that can put out bangers. That's what we were saying. And we decided to do the I-9 varsity of strong, like a female vocalist. So here we go. Would I go first? Should I go first or last? I will go first.
Okay.
Give me Alanis Morissette. The Can't Not tour and the Jagged Little Pill album, the summer of '95, the first concert I ever went to. Opening for Alanis Morissette was a then up-and-coming Gwen Stefani in the band No Doubt. And that is the first time that I learned that my parents' bedroom and concerts both smell like weed.
Weird.
Yep.
Huh.
So there you go.
I like that a lot.
Alanis Morissette, she can do it. She's very good.
I can doubt that. Yeah.
I'll go next, guys.
We do it with one hand in your pocket.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, that would be very ironic if I did that.
Don't you think?
First on my I-9 varsity of female vocalists.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Okay.
Unique voice. Give me Beth Gibbons of Portishead.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have known the name until you said Portishead.
Haunting, beautiful voice. Beth Gibbons of Portishead.
No one knows who that is.
That's fine. They will now when they Google it
More
and realize
people know-
how amazing they
More
are.
people know what a gibbon is. It's a cute little primate.
Beth Gibbons.
Now
Multiple
everyone knows
Gibbons.
how deep you are, that you're a Portishead fan.
I'm taking Andy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Taken aback.
So Barry Gibb, is that who you said?
Beth Gibbons
Same
of
thing.
the band Portishead.
Andy Lyman?
I got to go with one of my crushes when I was younger, Nelly Furtado.
So stupid.
She's like a bird.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
In voice and frame.
Yes.
Her bones.
She's not even the best Nelly. Not even the
Avian,
best
very
Nelly.
avian bones.
No, she does it.
Kayleana, female vocalist.
I'm gonna say Sarah Bareilles.
I had that as a backup.
She's so good.
I don't even know what she does. Who is that?
Yeah, I was like, he's not gonna know. She's a singer-songwriter.
She's not
who
going to write you a
also-
love song, Fred.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. Oh, she does like bad bitch anthems.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Sure.
Or good ones.
Yeah. She also wrote a whole musical that's on Broadway, like the actual script and
Oh
music.
God, how's it attended?
Really well, I think.
I
It's called
doubt it.
Waitress. It's very popular. I haven't actually listened to the music though, so don't quote me on that. I've just heard people like it.
Yeah. Okay. Give me Lisa Loeb. Put Lisa Loeb on the list.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pointy glasses.
See, there's something special. Stay was a really special thing.
Yeah.
There are only two artists in the history of the Billboard Top 100 to hit number one without a label endorsing them. Number one, Macklemore in 2012 with Thrift Shop, and the other, of course, Lisa Loeb in 9 Days with Stay, I Missed You in 1994. She has not just power, but staying power. Give me Lisa Loeb, boys. Put her on the list.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
I like it.
Do you sleep? I do.
Next on my I-9 varsity of female vocalist, I'll stay with my pinkies out hipster category.
All right.
I'm going with lead songstress for Elysian Fields, one of my all-time favorites, one-off projects, Lovage, and Lamar in Fortuna, the beautiful and talented Jennifer Charles.
All right, Andy, your
Give
turn.
me Jennifer Charles.
I think are you having a stroke? You just said
beautiful.
a lot of words that didn't make sense to me.
It's okay.
My second would be
Just don't do it.
Mazzy Star.
You stole my cleanup hitter.
No, no.
You jerk.
Mazzy Star is a weird one because they only have one song.
They have 2 great albums. After that, not so crazy about them.
I only know the one.
Mazzy Star is so good.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, but I will have to venture into it. Kayleana?
I'm gonna go with Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine. She's got some powerhouse vocals that I just can't lie. Like, I listen to their music all the time just because I love to sing along.
Now, I believe Florence and the Machine I'm not super familiar with because they're one of the 2 bands that I have blocked on my Spotify because of how bad they are.
Wow, ouch.
That is
If you're unfamiliar with them, how did you block them because of how bad they are?
How
that
it
doesn't even make sense.
How it made my ears feel.
Ouchie.
Fred's a fan of the Machine, just not Florence.
Yeah.
I see.
Albert Pujols. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is correct. The my next on my I-9 varsity of female vocalist is not just this guy was a triple threat. Okay. Yeah. So can sing, can dance, can act.
Okay.
And also taught a morality to a generation of women that was long deserved in coming with the hit Disney show Hannah Montana.
Okay.
So she spread the message that if being yourself, you won't be recognized until you put on a blonde wig and pretend to be someone else. Give me Miley Cyrus.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Same person?
Oh, dude, I can't go on after this.
That's what I'm telling you.
Miley Cyrus was Hannah Montana the whole time?
The whole time.
God.
And no one in the whole world cared about her, including her own friends and family, until she put on the wig and became something she wasn't. It's a morality tale of all time. Give me Miley Cyrus, boys. Hannah Montana.
Nobody cared until I put on the mask. Next on my I-9 varsity of female vocalist, since Andy so rudely stole Mazzy Star from me, Hope Sandoval. Give me just as good a singer, maybe a better guitarist, St. Vincent. Give me St. Vincent.
That's a city, stupid.
St. Vincent.
Andy, your last one?
I'm going to have to go with another one from my childhood, Tony Braxton.
Oh, man. Good one.
Yeah.
Hey, Leona, you got another crappy indie van or anything?
Oh my God, yes, I do. She's not crappy though. Aurora.
Who?
Aurora.
O'Hara from Star Trek?
Okay, if you don't know her, I can't help you, but she's amazing.
That was the Northern Lights, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think
Aurora
she's
Borealis.
from LA too.
Like
Don't quote me
that.
on that.
People in the South saw it.
Yeah. Honorable mention, Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh yeah, Phoebe
Good one.
Bridgers.
Oh, from Friends.
Yeah, that one.
Exactly.
Stinky Cat.
Stinky Cat. Yep, I know that one.
That one.
Josh Sushan of the Ice Tubs joins us when we get back. Boys are live at the Duke Store. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
All right, looking through my notes here. Isotopes Baseball. Their broadcaster, Josh Sean. But the story today is Chris Bryant. Josh, welcome to the program, brother.
Thank you for having me on the program, brother.
So what's up? Chris Bryant say hello to you, or is he giving you the cold shoulder?
He did say hello. It's unfortunate that we've gotten to spend so much quality time together over the last 3 years. I'm sure that if it was up to Chris, he would have never met me at any point in his life. But I feel like both of our lives are enriched because we've been able to have this time together. I mean, we hung out in Salt Lake together. We hung out in Las Vegas together. We hung out in Albuquerque together. We're once again hanging out in Albuquerque together. And for the record, when I say that we're hanging out together, I mean we're both at the ballpark at the same time, and I interview him, amongst others.
Do you call him KB?
No, I call him Chris.
Dang. First name basis. That's cool, bro.
Does he?
Thanks, bro.
Does he hate being injured all the time, and he super wishes he was back in Chicago?
He absolutely, positively hates that he is injured all of the time, and it drives him absolutely bonkers. And I mean, when you talk to people with the Rockies, teammates, coaches, PR people, like everyone, like he is such a quality human being that it like pains everyone to see how much pain that he has been in and that he's not able to play. And he feels terrible that he's making all this money and he can't play. It drives him nuts. And like I asked him, and you're gonna hear some of it on the pregame show. You know, because for his last injury, he crashed into the wall in Toronto trying to make a catch. And I asked him, you know, where's the balancing act between I want to make this catch to help the team win versus maybe it's better if I don't even try so that I can avoid injury. And he said that he's just not wired, that ever since you're old enough to play baseball, you learn to go catch the ball, to try to catch the ball at all times. I do think that even though he's wired that way, I think that he's going to have to like, not dog it, but slow down, and it's not worth him running into a wall in order to make a catch. One catch is not worth it. And I also asked him about, like, hey, I know you don't make the lineup, but it sounded like you're mostly going to play first base this year, but you played some outfield. Has there been conversations about how we can keep you on the field? And he said, you know, and again, this is to his credit, he said, I don't make the lineup. It's my job to be ready to play wherever they want me to play, whether that's first base or right field or third base or wherever it is. It's my job to be ready to play to go help the team win. And so, yeah, I mean, here's the thing for Isotopes fans and baseball fans. The plan is for him to be here all week. Now, plans may change, but it's not like he's here for a day or maybe a day and a half. He's scheduled to be here all week because he needs a lot of at-bats.
Sush, usually Isotopes fans show up super early in the morning to get a hold of one of those amazing giveaways. How crazy was it seeing every single woman in Albuquerque lining up to shoot their shot at that beautiful, beautiful man?
His eyes really do sparkle. It really is something how much his eyes sparkle. So here's the thing. That's a fabulous classic Van question. I'm gonna answer your question like truthfully though. So I'm looking at the Isotopes dugout and like the ramp that leads to the dugout and the fans that are on the sides, and it goes to show. And I don't like saying this, but it goes to show how much Bryant's star has faded, that it looks like there's 12 to 15 people who are there, which is about the same number of people that might normally be there to try to get autographs. I mean, let's not forget, this dude was the MVP. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was the face of the Cubs. He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He fielded the ball that ended the curse for the Cubs to win the World Series. He's one of the hugest stars in baseball. And because of all the injuries that he's had, he doesn't look like he's moving the needle a ton tonight. Now, again, he's going to be here all week, and we'll see what it looks like when the game starts. And it's sad because of what a quality human is, what a great baseball player he's been, what he's meant to the sport, what he meant to the Cubs. So I just really hope that he can that he can get back to playing 120 games a year and be able to go back to producing the way that he did for most of his life.
Hey, so has anybody looked into this notion that maybe it's the inferior green chili that maybe causes back strains in Colorado?
Smart, very
and,
smart.
And will Hatch green chili help him rehab?
That's a good question.
Well, it sounds like anybody, but particularly somebody who noticed this, might need to send the green chili to Denver to prevent this from happening in the future. By the way, I heard an extremely adorable story today. Do you mind? Are you in the mood for an aw story?
We got time.
Always, brother.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay, so I asked Nolan Jones, who's also here on a rehab assignment. He's also been out with a back injury. That's the setup from the previous question. I said, what do you remember about just watching Chris Bryant play baseball when you were a kid? And what's it like being his teammate now? And Nolan smiled, and he almost said it in a whisper. He said, I had a photo of him on my bedroom wall as a kid.
I would have said that in a whisper, too.
He said it was a photo of Bryant making the last play for the Cubs to win the World Series. Like, that was the photo that he had on his wall as a kid. And now he's teammates with him, right? And now they're here on rehab assignments with their dueling back injuries, trying to get back to the big leagues to play some baseball and help the Rockies win some games. But that's an adorable story.
I don't know what the total games played at the major league level is for Chris Bryant, but I feel like it's under 100. Is that correct, or is that just my perception?
So since he's joined the Rockies, and so this is his third year, so it's 2+ years,
Yeah.
he's played in 37% of the Rockies games.
That's not enough.
So what? 162 times 2 plus roughly 40 or so this year. He's played in 37% of their games.
So maybe 100, maybe. Gosh, I would be like
It's a bummer.
beyond frustrated. I don't know how I would keep any sort of positive attitude at all. Like, did you guys discuss any of those like goals he sets? Did you discuss any of those like rehab things that keep him from just pulling out all of his hair?
Not today. I've asked him about this in the past, and I know that he did an extensive interview with Patrick Saunders from the Denver Post about this. And from what I've been able to, to figure out from talking to people is that his coping mechanism is just to try to be the best teammate he can be, to cheer guys on, to try to give them support. If he sees something in the cage with their swing, just to try to talk to guys and just try to be the best teammate that he can be, which is really the only thing that you can do, But, I mean, I'm the same way as you guys. I think about Mike Trout right now and all the injuries that he's had. Yeah. And you think about all the injuries that Chris Bryant has had. And, I mean, these are the two of the biggest stars of the 2010s, certainly from 2015 to 2020. Those are two of the biggest dudes in the sport, and neither one of them can stay healthy. And, I mean, it's bad for them. It's bad for the sport. It's bad for their employers. It's bad for the fans. It just sucks.
Sush, you mentioned that he's going to be here all week. Is that 100% guarantee? And might he look really good tonight, and then they shipping up early? What's the how long is he officially going to be here?
So there's never a 100% guarantee with any rehab assignment, right? Because you don't know, like his back might hurt after today, right? So the plan is for him to get at-bats all week. These things change all the time. So there's no way I'm going to say 100% anything close to 100%. But the plan is for him to play as many games as he can this week, get as many at-bats, try to get his timing down. Now, I'm guessing he might DH, a game, first base. There's usually a progression where you go 5 innings, maybe DH, 7 innings, DH. There's usually progressions and things like this because asking someone to play 9 innings when they haven't played it a month is not the best for someone's recovery. You don't train for a marathon and by running 26 miles the first time out, right? So the plan is for him to be here all week unless something happens.
Did you guys talk about him being a mile high and not humidifying the balls in the stadium? Is he like
we have a humidor here. Let's not forget this. We do have a humidor here. We've had one since 2013. And I'll be curious to get his thoughts at the end of the week because whenever we've had him on rehab assignments in the past, it's just been, I think, 1 or 2 games every time. So this will be his first extended time with the automatic ball strike system and then also the challenge system. So I'm actually going to be really curious to talk to him at the end of the week about his perception of what the strike zone looks like with the computer, just the flow of the game with the challenge system and all that.
He's hitting one to Lomas and San Mateo, I guarantee you.
It took 85 seconds for Aaron Nola to get through the 7th inning today. 3 pitches. One of those was a base hit, and that's the entire inning. Have you ever heard of anything more crazy than that, Josh?
A 3-pitch inning that's 85 seconds?
And one of them was a hit.
Usually if it's a 3-pitch inning, it's because one of them's a hit. Because if you get 2 pitches on 2 outs, if the third guy swings at the first pitch, he's getting the biggest fine ever in kangaroo court. Like I talked to Ty Block about this. Ty Block, when we were at Oklahoma City earlier this year, Block had a 4-pitch inning. I don't know if it went 85 seconds, but it went maybe 103 seconds or something like that. And Ty told me that he had 1 3-pitch inning, and it's because it went out, single, double play, grounder, all 3 on the first pitch.
It was a single to lead off the inning, and then 80 seconds later it was over. Aaron Nola is something wild. There's only been 202 3-pitch innings in the history of baseball. Also, he threw a complete game today.
That is sweet.
Dang.
Super sweet.
And so what's more rare, an immaculate inning or a 3-pitch inning?
Well, I don't have immaculate inning numbers, but...
Oh, I would say immaculate inning. Yeah, that seems way harder.
What's that, 9 pitches?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. See, I think there's only been 30 immaculate innings of all time, and I think Sandy Koufax has 5 of them.
That's pretty good.
He can play. Boy can play.
So obviously you talked to Chris on the pregame, or you didn't talk to Chris and you talked to Pilo. I'm a little confused.
Yeah, no. So Chris Bryant did a group scrum, and I was part of it. And I mostly just used the questions that I asked because it is my pregame show. But you might hear the voice of Jeff Grammer in one of the questions as well for today's pregame show.
He does a pretty good job most of the time.
I mean, we have Andy Lyman of the
Was
paper
he
here.
was he asking a question about taco or something?
Good question.
No, he actually asked a real question.
I really like
it. Was a good one, too. He asked a question about, do you feel pressure when you come down on a minor league rehab assignment? He's like, obviously it's not the same pressure, but do you feel pressure?
I like the idea that there's this fictional beef between the Journal and the paper that I've just now created between you and Jeff Kramer and Andy Lyman.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean fictional?
Yeah, we hate each other.
I don't believe any professionals really hate each other. Josh, do you think baseball players legitimately hate each other?
All right. Well, let me tell you a quick story. Back in my day as a newspaper reporter, when I worked for the Oakland Tribune and I covered the Giants, I disliked, I'm not going to use the word hate, I disliked another one of the Giants beat reporters so much that I went the entire season without saying an entire word to him.
That sounds just pretty petty. I mean,
dude. I didn't think you had it in you,
At the end of spring training, I was like, I've just had it with this guy. And I just wasn't going to say anything to him for a few days. And then it just became a week, and then it became a month, and then it just became a thing. And so, yeah, that was the year they went to Game 7 of the World Series. I went 7 months without saying a word with someone who basically I work next to every day.
Wait, sounds like an awesome marriage.
Is this because he stole the last breakfast burrito at spring training? Why did this happen?
It was. I just thought that he was a poor reflection of the journalism community, and I just got tired of him, and so I just stopped.
He just had that face.
Yeah. Josh goes, well, simply
put. So here's the thing. There were 6 of us that traveled and covered the team. And for me, look, we're competing against each other, right? It's 6 different papers. I'm trying to get the type of story that this guy doesn't get and everybody else doesn't get, right? We're competitive with other. But in the clubhouse, everybody just looks at us like we're the same, right? They don't distinguish the Oakland Tribune from the Contra Costa Times, from the San Francisco Chronicle. So I thought that he was doing things that made all of us look bad, and made it difficult for me to do my job.
Well, I thought you were just going to say, yeah, Will Clark. He sucks.
Josh, you're the best, brother. Have a good broadcast tonight.
Hey, thank you. I thought this was one of our better segments.
Aww.
It was Heavy Josh. Of course he feels that way.
2 stories?
Yep. Kayleana back in the studio. Cool. She'll ride with that.
We'll have more days to pump your show.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
We'll figure it out. Andy Lyman of the paper, final words?
I'm going to hunt down Jeff Grammer.
Yes.
Love this.
Van Nunley?
Jeff's hunting the most dangerous game. Listen to the opening drive tomorrow morning.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Kayleana, just say bye. Your mom's listening. What's the